This is a copy from the radio song, this white bottle. This actually is out of a radio song. This is what we call, I'll put the whole thing in my lap, a biosong. Son, of course, means sounding. Bio means biological. This is sounding, transmitting to a biological system. That's what we're aiming this at. Biological, of course, is intimating an intelligence. This is meant to transmit the intelligence of anything. If you go by Hindus, they believe even a rock has an intelligence, although it takes a rock maybe 10,000 years to generate a thought, but still it's there. What this is essentially the transmitter. This can be a standalone device. You turn this on, you set this up, this will put up a shield that will block out psychic influences and psychic reading. This is now so much psychobabble to the people who don't believe in this stuff. You connect this in here, what you now got is a radionics broadcaster. Let me put this over here. And then...
Can we look at this?
Yeah.
This way?
First, let me untangle the tangle of wires.
I can tell you right now that that object is very, very active at the point. It seems to pull in etheric signal and just in minutes
sends it out.
It sends it right out here. Right above here there's a very powerful piercing a line. It's a lot more powerful than anything I've felt over a quartz crystal.
Well, in a few minutes we'll show you
very active.
Those.
Very active.
This is our input well.
Okay.
I'm not going to go into here what is radionics. Here, what is radionics? I'm sure you've had radionics on your programs and your audience knows what radionics is.
Yes.
This is built like the input well of a typical radionics device. You got coils. You can see them in here. See the windings?
Yes.
Okay.
Copper one.
Yeah. And you got a star pattern down in the bottom. You see that?
Can you aim that at us?
See the star pattern down in here?
Yes.
That's that's an antenna.
Okay.
This is essentially, now you can just focus on the thing in general. This is essentially a coil. You got me?
Yeah.
This is a coil wound this way. Another coil wound transverse around that coil. The star on the bottom is like an antenna that's connected to a specially designed radio receiver.
Okay.
The output of these go to the transmitter. Whatever you put in here, the energetic component or the relativistic or the psychic wave component will be picked up, sensed, and sent out to the transmitter.
Yeah.
And broadcasted. That's all it does.
Whatever is in the well,
whatever's put here
will
is
be
sent
out.
If you put your hand in the well, it will transmit back to you through the radionics witnessing effect.
I see.
Which is a resonance.
Now, where is the location to which it all networks in? I mean, will it strike into the etheric matrix somehow?
Oh, yeah.
It'll just relate itself?
It goes right into the timeline.
Okay.
Because this is a time stress transmitter. This is a potential scalar and a time stress transmitter. It puts out about a half a watt of Hertzian power or radio power.
Okay.
It puts out about 50 watts potential power and about 250 watts of time stress is what this little thing puts out. Now, you'll notice there's a thing plugged into the side of this.
Yes.
This is a prototype for this, of course. This is the final product here. If you hold this in your hand, this has Wilhelm Reich's orgone sensor in it. When you turn the switch on, you close the box. You now put yourself in the circuit of an orgone box, and through the transmitter, it's like sitting in an orgone box. Why? Let's look also at another part of this.
Sure.
Bumble fingers.
Can you speak more at some point about what's in your hand?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's consider this. Can you get a close-up of this sandwich here?
Sure.
You got the sandwich?
Yep.
What we got here? We got paper. The dark stuff is steel and wood. What does that make?
It's an accumulator.
And this is all around. This whole thing is sitting in an orgone box. If you close the lid, it's now a closed orgone box. You hold the sensor, it connects you into the coil. It connects you into the orgone box.
Okay.
Which then starts a flow between you, the sensor, the orgone box, and the transmitter.
Right.
It's like you're sitting in an orgone box. You don't need something the size of a refrigerator.
Okay.
You use one of these.
What is the sensor itself? Can you say, or rather not?
The sensor... Here, let me go in the other room and get some toys. Why don't you put that on pause?
Yes.
What's in here is essentially what's in this little vial. You on it?
Well, I'm trying to focus. Okay, what is that?
This is the actual orgone sensor as designed by Wilhelm Reich. The original version, of course, was a lot bigger. This is a lot smaller. This is a plastic plate with silvered edges with a deposit of this black stuff. We don't know what it is. The two chemistry labs so far hasn't been able to analyze this for us. We don't know what it is. We're waiting to get use of a spectrophotometer. I can see if we can find out what this black stuff is. According to the government line, this is a humidity sensor, which it is. If you breathe on it, the resistance goes up. It's not salt, because if you breathe on a salt compound, the conductivity goes up, not the resistance. It means the resistance goes down, but this goes up. This is opposite from a salt.
Right.
This is what's in here. It sits just like that. No, it sits like that in here. It sits like that.
Okay.
This is the orgone sensor. Now we'll go to the door sensor.
Are these commercially available?
I think they are. I have loads of them.
Okay. Let's move back here.
This little white rod is what's known as in the business as a thermistor.
Yes.
This is a carbon rod. This one has traces of gold, silver, platinum, rubidium, and other stuff in it.
Okay. Yes.
This is a little white, this is a rod.